welcome to my new video.
https://youtube.com/@britnimichel1996 C equals WTBQDPFU85 hack P8 I subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Game one of the...
Here we go. So the Clippers win the tip. And you can just feel the excitement right now as we're underway. Game one, Western Conference Finals. Edwards can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Nelson against Paul. Now, here's Jokic. He's guarded closer. That one falls.
It's such an advantage to have a center of Jokic's size who can also face up and hit that medium-range jumper.
Here's Edwards. Makes it off the glass.
Look, you'll take that shot every time up the floor.
And it's Nelson with the ball, bringing it up now for Denver. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Floats one. Here's Jokic. Out to Nelson. For three. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Here's the Clippers. Spates with it. Now guarded by Fareed. Spates against Fareed. Oh! Wow!
You must do more than that to stop him, especially when he's this close to the rim.
For Denver, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Nelson, the pass to Chandler. Jordan against Jokic. Harris outside. 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep three. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
A shot by Paul, no good. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep in. Harris finds Nelson. Here's Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jokic has got his second basket of the night.
And loving the aggressiveness inside by Jokic. Fantastic with his understanding of when to look to score.
Now here's Jordan. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Jokic sets the screen for Chandler. Down low. And it's Jokic missing. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Out to Edwards. Spades dishes to Edwards. Nelson with the steal. Pass to Chandler. Just 5 to shoot. Well, Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Harris misses.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
inside. Here's Jokic. Harris finds Jokic. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
For 3, Edwards hits it from three-point range. Edwards got 5 now.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Nelson against Edwards. To the paint. Now here is Harris. D right on him. Jokic passes to Nelson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Harris. The rejection by Paul.
It's not the focus of his defensive game, but that time, Paul with the denial.
Jordan can't get it to go. And so it's Nelson with it. They'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 1. Here's Jokic. And it's Spates with the rebound.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And that one, good.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
Here is Nelson, following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Harris looking it over. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I like the competitive juice of Gary Harris. He wants to win every game, and he plays for his team at a high level.
For the Nuggets, Nurkic checked in for Jokic. Gallinari comes in for Fareed, and it's Jamal Murray in for Jameer Nelson.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Paul goes in, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
That's an example of Chris Paul reading the floor and being aggressive. The defense can't react quick enough, and he gets a trip to the line.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Mudiay is checked in.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Gallinari outside. Chandler with a screen for Gallinari. Traps in the trade.
Gallinari makes plenty of threes, and those set up his drives.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Outside, Pierce. Pass to Spates. Out to Edwards. Jacks up a 3. And Jordan slams it in.
Nothing so. About the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers lead by 4. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Outside Edwards. And stolen by Murray. Gallinari outside. To the middle. Here's Chandler. And he hits it to tie the game up. Chandler's got his first basket of the night.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
For three, Edwards. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Edwards looking it over. Bangs home the trifecta. Edwards got 8 points.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Murray. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Pass to Pierce. They double up Pierce. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray. The Nuggets trail. Out to the right wing. To the inside. Chandler. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pierce is doubled. Outside Edwards. It's stolen by Moutier. Into the lane. Gallinari wide open. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Gallinari's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Timeout.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And the Nuggets making a change here. Here's Bailey. It's stolen by Edwards. Spates with it. Now guarded by Fareed. Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. Pierce with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Boy, are they shooting the three extremely well this quarter. My, throwing some gas on the fire for sure.
Jokic inside. He's defended by Jordan.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Edwards inside. Murray on him. And the basket by Edwards.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Gallinari outside. Here's Jokic. And just miss after miss right now.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
That's the idea. Get the ball inside, get a good look, and see if you can draw some fouls.
You know, in so many ways, Paul Pierce is just remarkable. I mean, his skill level is so high. I mean, he can outsmart defenders and really has the mechanics to score the ball from anywhere.
Now Nelson. Scoreless thus far. And Harris wide open. He shoots the basket good off the assist from Nelson.
Really a smooth stroke from Harris on the catch and shoot jumper right there. And I tell you what, he makes it look easier than it really is.
For three, Edwards. Rebounded by Fareed.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the second quarter. For three, Edwards. Lets the three fly. And it's Denver with the rebound.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Pass to Jokic. Over Edwards. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Jokic.
Nice flow to that sequence, moving the ball really well.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Edwards with another miss.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Nelson against space. Nelson kicks to Harris. Shot clock at 5. Here's the three. And Paul pulls it down. The Clippers shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Edwards' shot is good.
That's number 2 for him for long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
Here's Nelson. Hasn't made one yet. To the middle. Jordan with the steal. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Clippers on top, up by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
First half of this postseason contest, and it hasn't been a great game so far for the Denver.
This game won't stay close. They continue to shoot under 40%. Move the ball, man. Create a high-quality look.
An interesting postseason. And that concludes halftime. Now time to...
We're back at the Western Conference Finals. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Jokic. Over Jordan. Disregarding the defense, Jokic.
Tough shot by Jokic. Even though he's young, he's got great poise.
Harris against Edwards. Driving to the basket. And it's sent back by Jokic. Nelson against Paul. Pass to Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You have to find Nikola Jokic fascinating. The uniqueness of his skill set makes him an unpredictable element on the floor.
And Jokic drops them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Here's Edwards. The kick out to Pierce. Back to Edwards. And it's sent back by Jokic.
I'd love to see Jokic get a little more assertive with his defense, but a good block this time.
A nice shot by Harris. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
You can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Oh.
Edwards against Harris. Fades. Out to Edwards. Fires the three. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan.
What's going on?
Points for Champ.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Nelson dishes to Harris. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Paul's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nelson against Edwards. Rebounded by Fareed. Fareed's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Nelson finds Fareed. Back to Nelson. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Over in the corner, Chandler shoots over Pierce. Excellent D there from Pierce. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively.
Boy, a tough, gritty, smart point guard. Paul isn't at all intimidated by a little contact.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. Nelson left side. 3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. The shot by Chandler wide open. Offensive rebound. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Harris.
Yeah, I like the extra effort Harris is putting into crashing the offensive glass. Good timing by Gary that time.
For 3, Edwards. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
On the wing, Chandler. Clock at 6. Harris against Paul. Here's Jokic. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Jokic has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets. And here's Edwards from the arc. Over Harris. Out to Edwards.
Oh, Pierce.
From past the arc. And there's the call on DeAndre.
Similar, bro.
Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Nuggets with some changes. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Jokic. Alinari comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Murray subbed in for Nelson. Nurkic a screen on Edwards. Here's Murray. And the layup's good off the glass. Murray's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Edwards, and he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter. Here's Murray. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Good on the three-point shot. And it's a three-point Clipper lead.
The pull-up jumpers are a big part of Chris Paul's repertoire on offense. I mean, also a big part of what makes him so dangerous, too.
Jokic set the pick for Gallinari. And he banks in the layup. Gallinari's got 8 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside.
Leave for good?
Yeah.
getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Harris passes to Fareed. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And all Fareed needs is just a little wiggle room inside. Once he has that, he's scoring.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot by Pierce, no good. The Nuggets have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Here's Murray, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. The kick out to Pierce. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Clippers in the lead. For 3, Edwards. Denver grabs the miss. Moutier with the ball. Now Pierce defending. Hetzel, the basket good off the assist from Moutier. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Took him no time at all on that one.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And here's Moutier. Murray. He's off on that one. Jordan with some nice D. Nurkic can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And the shot goes down.
Nice job that time by Pierce. You know, some guys absorb contact like a sponge. It just has very little effect on Pierce.
Gallinari against Pierce. Fires the 3. And it's Gallinari missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's Paul missing. The Nuggets trail by 4. Moutier kicks to Gallinari. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here's Paul. And the shot is good. And that's now 9 points for Chris Paul.
Paul's footwork is what makes him so dangerous and close.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. Jokic has checked in for Denver. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Michael Malone said to his team. They said, let's lock in, keep our focus. We need everyone down the stretch. Now, his players looked engaged, so I think the message got across. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. And here's Edwards from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Edwards got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
The three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Spades has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Yep, that one goes. And now a 9-point Clipper lead.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Gallinari against Pierce. Nurkic a screen on Pierce. From deep, Gallinari buries the long-range jumper.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Los Angeles.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
You know, the defense has given them that shot, and they've knocked it down consistently, and that's been a real key factor for them tonight.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Kenneth Faried's checked in for Nurkic. Chandler comes in for Gallinari. Gary Harris is checked in for Jamal Murray. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Emmanuel Mudiay. And Spates with the basket on the assist from Edwards. Spates has got 4 points in the quarter. The Nuggets trail by 10. Nelson outside. Here's Jokic. And Jordan sends it back.
No, sir. Get it out of here. He wasn't having any of it.
For 3, Edwards drills the three-pointer. Edwards got 24.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
To the paint. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Faried outside. Denver passing it around. 5 on the clock. Chandler, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
To stop the run, and Chandler throws it down.
Getting up with power. Got to respect the bounce of Chandler on these throwdowns.
Clippers leading by 13. Outside Edwards. Over Harris. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Man, if ever there were a way to kick off the NBA Conference Finals, this is it. Going to be a table-setting victory here in Game 1 for the Clippers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And they open these conference finals with a forceful performance to take the early lead in the series.
Yeah, they talked about sending a message here in Game 1, and no doubt about it, they delivered that message loud and clear. It's obvious who has the upper hand going forward in this series.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Champ.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Harris outside. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the 3. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Fareed setting the pick for Nelson. For three, Harris. Here's Paul, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Free throw, good, Paul. And so Paul nails both of them. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game two.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Clark Kellogg, Craig Anthony, and David Aldrin, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now we present the player of the game, Champ.
Game.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Harris against Edwards. Kenneth Fareed grabs the board.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Long opportunity.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Nelson. Misses the three. And here's the fast break. Here's Edwards. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
It's one of the many things that Paul is known for, his ability to find open teammates.
Nelson against Edwards. Pass to Jokic. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And loving the aggressiveness inside by Jokic. Fantastic with his understanding of when to look to score.
Now here's Paul. Over Nelson. Shot's good from Paul.
With confidence. Nice bucket there.
Here's Nelson. Pass to Fareed. And it's sent back by Spates. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Jokic sets the screen for Gallinari. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. They grab their own miss. Outside Pierce. Takes the 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
With his three-point shooting ability, Pierce can play either the 3 or stretch you out from the 4 spot. And that's part of what makes him so valuable.
Now, here's Nelson. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Just charging inside with some momentum there.
For Denver, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Murray's checked in for Harris. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Fareed setting the pick for Gallinari. The Nuggets with another miss. Clippers leading by 7. Inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
An incredible 6'11" athlete. DeAndre Jordan tries to own the rim on both ends. It's his airspace when he's out there.
And so Jordan nails both of them.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Murray outside. Looking to end the run. Pass to Jokic. Jordan with some nice D. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Now, here is Nelson. Still scoreless. Great D that time from Edwards.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room.
DeAndre Jordan really put something extra on that one, folks. That was a jam.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Pierce. Lays it up off the glass. Pierce has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. 15-point game. They are still stinging from the loss on Thursday.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Jokic. Chandler comes in for Fareed, and Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Nelson. Now here's Murray. Still yet to score. Nurkic setting the pick for Mudiay. Back to Murray, trying to end the drought. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay.
Murray was all lined up and ready to go, so once the ball hit his hands, he was in attack mode.
For 3, Edwards. Good on the triple. Edwards got 5.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Gallinari. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Maurice Spates.
Gotta be careful how you guard Gallinari. The Italian swingman is effective at drawing contact.
Gary Harris is checked in for the Nuggets.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
For 3, Edwards. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Nurkic. He has yet to score. And again, Denver no good. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And the slam dunk by Spates.
And they have owned the paint so far and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Murray against Edwards. Murray surveying the D. Out to Gallinari to end the run. And Harris gets it to go on the assist from Gallinari. Paul Pierce, he's been the guy making things happen for L.A. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
The shot's good from Paul.
Paul's got such a fluid shooting motion. From the moment he lets it go, everything about it is smooth.
Now, Moutier. No scoring in this one. Down low. Nurkic, the best to Chandler. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And the basket by Edwards.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
On the wing, Murray. 6 to shoot. Here's Nurkic. And Jordan sends it back. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Harris outside. Nurkic setting the pick for Harris. Nurkic finds Harris. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And the Nuggets making a change here. Hardaway's checked in.
Number 51,
The Clippers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Edwards with it. Now defended by Moutier. The kick out to Spates. Murray against Paul. Over Murray. Again, Los Angeles.
School's in session, and that mid-range is CP3's specialty.
Murray outside. Hardaway is screen on Paul. And stolen by Jordan. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. The shot by Spates. Nobody around. Drains it from beyond the arc. Spates has got 7.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Murray outside. Moutier against Edwards. Back to Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Over Paul. Murray, good. Murray's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Clippers.
Pierce against Chandler. Kicks it out to Paul. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Pierce against Chandler. The shot by Pierce will not go.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Nurkic just screen on Edwards. And the foul on Paul Pierce. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. For the three, Chandler. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. And he's good on the 3-ball. 12 points for him.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Fareed outside. On the wing, Murray. Defended by Paul. And the basket by Bailey.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Edwards, no good. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Pass to Murray. Here's Bailey. Now Chandler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good on the triple. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 15-5 run here. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Fareed against Spates. Fareed, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games. Murray outside. Fareed setting the pick for Murray. And another miss by Denver. LA's gone 6 of 8 on 3-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Paul kicks to Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. A shot by Paul, nobody around. It's good from long range.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Back to Murray. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hey everybody, a large Game 1 deficit for the Denver Nuggets.
The defense has been trash. That is, if you can call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah, it's lazy, Shaq. They've been outworked, and you got to beat them to the basketball. That's the kind of team that you want to have. And so far, they haven't answered the bell.
An interesting postseason for the Clippers. Well, guys, safe to say they're in cruise control right now.
At this point, Ernie, all they got to do is keep the car on the road, man. Just don't go off to the left or right. Just keep on keeping on.
Don't let up. Keep your foot on the gas. Take this thing across the finish line.
Sure, I'm glad you were able to drive home. Those points. It's so good. Yeah,
see what you did with that, Ernie.
It's unbelievable. It's a gift.
Yeah, it is.
That is more than enough of us.
What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
Nelson, the pass to Jokic. Rebound by the Clippers. Jordan's got 7 rebounds in the game. Yep, that one goes in there. Spades has got 9 points.
The best way to pressure a defense is in transition. Nice job to get up the court there in a hurry.
Nelson looking around. Gallinari, a screen on Edwards. Edwards against Nelson. Fareed, a screen on Paul. Harris. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Nelson. Misses from short range.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 10 points for him.
Wow, wow, wow. DeAndre Jordan showing us the catch and shoot. Well done.
Nelson dishes to Gallinari. It's tipped. Pierce with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. And it's Pierce with the jam.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Nelson against Edwards. Nelson kicks to Gallinari. Nelson outside. Pass to Harris. 5 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. Nelson, no luck.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
Now, here's Jokic. Harris outside. Pass to Gallinari. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Harris with it. Nelson outside. Shot clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Nelson's got his first 2 points of the night. And so Edwards will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Boy, that's a winning basketball play right there. Hustle hard.
And here's Nelson. Pass to Gallinari. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic sets the screen for Nelson. Edwards gets a hand on it for the Nuggets. Use of Nurkic. He's checked in for Jokic. Chandler comes in for Gary Harris. And it's Jamal Murray in for Jameer Nelson. And here are the Clippers. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Pierce in the high post. Over Gallinari. The shot by Pierce will not go. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Screen by Fareed. Here's Gallinari. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Sinks the triple. Pierce has got 5 points now this quarter.
And Pierce knows how to get to his spots. And when he gets there, he knows how to convert.
Murray, the pass to Fareed. Nurkic dishes to Fareed. On the wing, Chandler. Still without a basket. Pass to Nurkic. Gallinari with it. Pierce covering. Puts one up from 19. And another miss by Denver.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Drains the three-pointer. Paul's got 15 points.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Denver with the ball.
Hey, who's got the ball?
Murray kicks to Gallinari. Fareed setting the pick for Gallinari. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 5 points in the game.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone. No man land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Left side, Chandler. Over Paul. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
I think you give Chandler any room to shoot from the mid-range, and he's going to burn you.
It's Pierce on the wing. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Edwards kicks to Pierce. Pass to Jordan. Here's Edwards. Again, Los Angeles.
Yeah, a nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers able to put on a show for the ages. And it's been their rugged defense. And how about a look now at our assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand.
In order to win games, you gotta hit the jumper.
Moutier kicks to Miller. Pass to Chandler. Over Spates. Chandler, no good. Chandler's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Here's Pierce. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Nice job that time by Pierce. You know, some guys absorb contact like a sponge. It just has very little effect on Pierce.
Beasley, the pass to Nurkic. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Moutier against Edwards. Moutier looking around. Lets a floater go. Jordan with the rebound. It's stolen by Moutier. The rejection by Paul.
It's not the focus of his defensive game, but that time, Paul with the denial.
Here's Jordan. Over Miller. Los Angeles with another miss. Nuggets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one make. Edwards against Moutier. Great D that time from Edwards. Here's Jordan. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, I tell you what, the defender did a good job trying to challenge that shot, but Jordan's strength caused him to create the foul.
Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Jamal Murray comes in for Malik Beasley. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Jokic with the screen on Paul. Wide open look here for Murray. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Jordan lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Murray outside. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. The Nuggets with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth.
Chris Paul's got a real knack for absorbing contact, finding that defender's body, and still not letting that affect him or distract him from getting his shot up and finishing.
Moutier against Edwards. Jokic with the screen on Edwards. There's the drive. Moutier with the basket.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Los Angeles. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Moutier pass to Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. From outside, off the mark. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 13-4 run. And finished off by Paul.
Has his hands in every cookie jar. Paul with a little extra sugar.
And for the Nuggets, they're shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. Back to Murray. Jokic with the screen on Paul. Here's Murray. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And it's the Nuggets ball. Moutier kicks to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Jordan with the steal. Here's Edwards. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Clippers.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game. And that's just about going to wrap it up for game number 2. Lots of exciting moments out there. Big-time NBA play, and in the end, victory for the Clippers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching...
Oh, man. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Moutier finds Nurkic to halt the run, and Jordan sends it back. And finished off by Edwards.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Pass to Jokic. Over Jordan. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Tough shot by Jokic. Even though he's young, he's got great poise.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Edwards got 34 points.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Nurkic setting the pick for Murray. Pass to Nurkic, and stolen by Spates. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Good work there as it goes. That's 36 points for Champ.
Great effort offensively. That bucket was well deserved.
Murray outside. Nurkic setting the pick for Murray. Over Paul. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as It's the Western Conference Finals action here on. Here we go. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Now Edwards. Driving the lane and finished off by Edwards.
How powerful was that? Man, he is fun to watch around the ring.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And so here's Denver. It's a three-point game. Gallinari against Pierce. Gallinari passes to Moutier. It's stolen by Edwards. And it's Jordan slamming it down.
DeAndre Jordan really put something extra on that one, folks. That was a jam.
Moutier kicks to Gallinari. Fareed trying to get open, and he makes good on the layup.
Man, one of his strengths, Gallinari attacks in the lane with a purpose.
Here's for three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
I'm open right here.
Here's Moutier. Trains it from 17 feet out. The Clippers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Jokic on the follow.
And you know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Nice fadeaway to get over the top. Jordan's got his second basket of the night.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Edwards against Moutier. Pass to Fareed. Over Spates. The shot's good from Fareed.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Now here's Paul. Fires for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Jokic passes to Moutier. It's Fareed, top of the key. 6 on the shot clock. Harris finds Jokic. There's Gallinari with the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Gallinari's got 5.
You got to keep an eye on Gallinari now. He'll shoot those 3-pointers like crazy. Aggressive getting those 3 back.
And Spates gets it to go.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Gallinari. And Denver has possession. They trail by 7. Moutier kicks to Jokic. It's rebounded by Paul.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Edwards, that's good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Harris outside. The Nuggets with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the slam dunk by Spates.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Here's Moutier after the basket by Los Angeles. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic sets the screen for Moutier, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Surveying the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks and gets it to him.
Pass to Jordan. Paul outside. From outside the arc. Buries it from three-point range. 6 points for him.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
High percentage if you can find a window. Great job.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Denver. Murray comes in for Fareed. Clippers leading by 9. Edwards finds Pierce from the arc. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now here's Murray. 1:10 left in the first. Sinks the three-pointer. Moutier's got 10 points.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Now here's Murray. Nurkic a screen on Paul. Here's Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And there's some question marks in terms of what Murray's game will look like down the line. But there's no denying he has the right attitude and build for this league.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Gallinari comes in for Gary Harris. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Emmanuel Moutier. Wasted no time on that one.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Now, here is Nelson. Oh, the lob to Gallinari. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
Edwards finds Pierce. The fader. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Pierce. Jordan's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers looking at a 13-point lead. Heading. We're back at the Western Conference Finals. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
5 on the clock. The alley-oop. Denied! Pierce with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Clippers leading by 13. Gallinari with the steal. And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. Wide open look here for Murray. The baseline jumper goes down.
You know, even going back his pre-draft evaluations, Murray's shooting has been seen as one of his top attributes, and that has been unchanged.
Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Here's good.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
The Nuggets trail by 14. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Chandler with the screen on Edwards. Nelson against Edwards. Nurkic setting the pick for Gallinari. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range. Gallinari's got 8 points.
Gallinari makes plenty of threes, and those set up his drives.
Paul passes to Spates. In the corner, it's Jordan. Pierce with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Nelson with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. It's a 14-point game. They're looking to bounce back after the bitter loss on Saturday.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Fareed's subbed in for Gallinari.
You know, Jordan, to me, is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
Chandler, no good. Clippers leading by 17. Here's Pierce, and he goes right over Kenneth Fareed and slams it down.
Nice job that time by Pierce. You know, some guys absorb contact like a sponge. It just has very little effect on Pierce.
Pass to Chandler. They need this, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Chandler.
That was just want to. Serious determination in the paint right there.
For 3, Edwards. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
For 3, Murray hands it from downtown. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter.
What a response from Murray. Great competitive spirit.
Here's Paul. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Gary Harris, he's checked in for Murray. And it's Moutier in for Jameer Nelson. Pass to Moutier. Jokic sets the screen for Moutier. And again, Denver with the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Edwards' shot is good.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Gallinari, he's checked in for Denver. Harris outside. Moutier looking around. Ball's knocked loose, and Fareed kicks to Gallinari. The three-pointer no good. Clippers leading by 20. Spates. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Pass to Harris. Crafty move. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Harris doing a nice job selling his shot fake and getting the call.
The Nuggets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
You always have to take advantage of trips to the line.
And so he makes both from the line. LA is going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter. Edwards against Harris.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness. Pounding it home is always a good feeling.
For Denver, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Moutier passed to Gallinari. 52 seconds left here in the second. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Here's Pierce.
Hey now! Hey now! Yeah!
And right now, Pierce is feeling it. His guys would be wise to keep finding him.
Paul against Harris. Pass to Moutier. Jokic with the screen on Edwards. To the inside. Shot clock at 5.
Yeah, nearly 7 feet tall. Jokic is a major threat inside, especially that close to the rim.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Kenneth Faried.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Yeah, a nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And it's in there.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
For 3, Edwards. A three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got 13 points now in the quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And so it's Los Angeles, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Vintage teamwork right there tonight. Everyone is looking to be the setup guy.
Yeah, when anyone could be the next to score, the defense can't tell what's coming, and the ball is certainly finding the open man.
An interesting postseason for the Nuggets. They're watching this series slip through their fingers. The first half, not the effort they were hoping for.
Oh, it's not looking great, but you can't give up. I mean, you never know.
Ball till you fall. If it's me, I'm not quitting. You got to carry me out, Kenny.
Better bring a forklift.
And that'll do it for half.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Here's Moutier. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor, 7 for 7.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Edwards. There's the 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 26 points for Champ.
And, you know, Paul is a dime dropper, a dynamite playmaker who continues to wow us with his passing ability.
Gallinari attacking, and Gallinari throws it down.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
He gets that one.
Tell you, when you watch Pierce work, he is well calibrated for the mid-range game.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Moutier. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Faded away to create the space. Edwards got 28.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Gallinari. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Gotta be careful how you guard Gallinari. The Italian swingman is effective at drawing contact.
Gallinari hits them both. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pierce against Gallinari. Puts it up from 12. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
And that's a tough bucket from Pierce. Looking past the D and just knocking down the contested J.
Pass to Gallinari. And here is Harris. Here's Moutier. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Edwards inside, guarded by Harris. He faded back on that one to give himself some room. 30 points for Champ.
And he's in a nice rhythm offensively, filling it up with regularity.
Gallinari outside. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. Five to shoot. Jokic with a screen on Jordan. Here's Moutier. And Moutier throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hand.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Edwards, that's good.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Moutier dishes to Gallinari. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Jokic. And it's Jamal Murray in for Emmanuel Moutier. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Nurkic setting the pick for Murray. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Spates. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Chandler's checked in for Denver. Edwards against Murray. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And the 3 ball is good.
Love the confidence that Murray plays with. He feels like he can get it done from anywhere against anybody at any time.
Knocks down the three ball. Paul's got 14.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Nurkic a screen on Edwards. Murray the pass to Nurkic. Inside. Banked in off the glass. He's got 6.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Here's Edwards with finishing with force. Whoa!
Shook that building all the way up. Turned on the jets and then flew in for the landing.
For Denver, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Fareed setting the pick for Harris. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Fareed.
Those quick feet of his allow him to get out of the screen extremely fast. Fareed, difficult to stay with in the screen and roll.
Here's Edwards. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Hard work rewarded inside. Love to see that.
The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game right here. Hardaway's checked in for Denver. Nelson comes in for Gary Harris. Denver's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Murray against Paul. Murray down low. Lock at 6. Nurkic a screen on Paul. And a deep 3 from Murray. A rebound by Pierce.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
That one goes in. 16 points for Chris Paul.
And Paul cooking with gas right now, getting to his spots and getting busy.
Here's Murray. Misses, and he wants that one back.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, leading by a full 31 points. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. With the fadeaway. Good. Edwards got 15 points here in the second half.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
It's Pierce on the wing. Paul outside from downtown. Good, and Pierce gets the assist. Paul's got 19 points.
Heads-up play with the ball there, getting it in the hands of somebody who's ready to attack.
Murray outside. Releases from the wing and drills it.
You know, Murray has not been in the league that long, but he certainly plays like a seasoned vet.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Chandler with a screen from Murray. And it's Miller in the corner. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Chandler, and it's blocked by Jordan. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. And the Nuggets making a change here. Here's Nurkic. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Nurkic has got 4 points this quarter.
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots, so when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Nurkic a screen on Paul, and the officials call a traveling violation. Big group substitution here for Denver.
Substitution for your Nuggets. Nikola Jokic. Kenneth Curry. Gary Harris. Emmanuel Mudiay.
Now here's Edwards. Jordan down low. He's against Jokic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jokic.
And Jordan doesn't look to score often, but when he does, he goes up strong and attracts the defense.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Gallinari's checked in.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Pass to Edwards. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Edwards got 44.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Gallinari. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Pierce down low. Gallinari covering, and he makes that one. 22 points for Paul Pierce.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Mudiay with the basket. And here's Edwards. Over Harris. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Here's Mudiay. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Moutier's got 29 in the game.
Yeah, this has been an incredible offensive performance.
Up top, Edwards, guarded by Harris. Fader on the way, and good! There's another.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Mudiay against Edwards. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Spates with the rebound. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Clippers.
And now we can start talking about Game 4. What a magnificent effort and really a significant victory for the Clippers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And they're going to roll to their 3rd straight victory to open up these conference finals, giving them a commanding series lead.
Yeah, a sweep seems just about inevitable right now. And with the way they've been playing here in this series, they are building a ton of momentum for the finals, especially if they can close out the sweep in Game 4.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Champ.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
Mudiay against Edwards. Fareed setting the pick for Mudiay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The fadeaway. And Fareed with the basket on the assist for Mudiay.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Yet another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Edwards against Mudiay. Out to Harris. Fareed a screen on Paul. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Nailed from three-point land.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip, it's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the